Hi, welcome to the first ever Union Chain Bridge digital broadcast. This series of videos has been made especially for your school in North Northumberland and the Scottish borders. My name is Becky, and alongside the rest of the Berwick Museum team, we will be here bringing you all the interesting news and stories from the Union Chain Bridge project, a project which is really close to your school. In this first episode, we will be introducing you to the famous local bridge, taking a look at a news update from site as to what's happening right now, and leaving you with a creative challenge. Firstly then, you might be wondering, whereabout is the Union Chain Bridge actually located? Well, you might have heard of the Union Chain Bridge as it's really close to your school. The red marker on the map shows exactly where it is. It goes over the River Tweed near Horncliffe on the English side of the border and Hutton on the Scottish side, just a few miles from Berwick. The Union Chain Bridge is over 200 years old, and it was built by an engineer who lived in Eyemouth named Captain Sam Brown. As the title Captain suggests, he wasn't always an engineer. He was in the Royal Navy when he was younger, and in fact he really wasn't a trained engineer at all. But he was practical, and he saw that a suspension bridge over the River Tweed was an economical solution to a growing issue. You see, at the time the bridge was built, in 1820, there were no mobile phones, no radios, no cars, not even any trains yet. People travelled around on foot or in horse-drawn vehicles, and getting over the River Tweed was becoming a real issue for locals. Industrialisation was starting to happen and things were getting busier. Before the Union Chain Bridge was built, you had to travel to Berwick or Coldstream in order to cross the River Tweed safely using a bridge. But to travel this distance in a horse and cart would take hours. So instead of travelling, some people would cross the river at this point using something called a ford, but this was risky. A ford is a crossing through a river. It literally involves you riding your horse through the water. People used to do this through the Tweed, but as you can imagine, if the water's too high or if you go too fast, your horse and all your stuff could easily end up at the bottom of the river. So in 1820, when the bridge opened to help transportation, it was welcomed by everyone. The Union Chain Bridge is really special because it's so pioneering. It's the oldest suspension bridge in the world to be strong enough to allow vehicles to pass over it. It uses cutting-edge technology for its day, and it's even in the Guinness Book of Records as the world's oldest vehicular suspension bridge. However, after 200 years worth of use, it was clear that some repairs had to be done. So now it's over to site to see what conservation works are going on at the bridge right now.
Oh, we're on now. Oh, thank you, Hugh in the studio. Well, not Hugh, but you never mind. You know who I mean. So here I am at the Union Chain Bridge, where conservation work is currently being carried out. 200 years of wear and tear have taken their toll on this important crossing point, so a team of engineers are working to repair and restore this fabulous bridge. Their plan is to take the bridge down piece by piece, like a giant Meccano set, repair and replace some sections, and then reassemble it all so it's stronger for hopefully a further 120 years' time. That means the current works will be secure until 2141. At the bridge right now, you can see engineers have already built a compound base and car parks to work from. They've also constructed an aerial hanger, like a long strong cable, like a zip wire, from which they have hung working platforms. It is from these platforms that engineers are deconstructing the hard to reach parts of the bridge over the River Tweed. They've even started lifting up the wooden deck, that's the bit you walk on, and have even taken off one of the chains. This is all part of the deconstruction phase of the Union Chain Bridge conservation works. Next, engineers will catalogue all the pieces using the asset management plan, so they don't lose any bits. They'll take them away to study and will refurbish or replace any damaged sections, and then reassemble the whole structure back over the river. It's expected to take just over a year to complete, and we will be excited to see the final result. Back to you, Hugh Edwards, Jon Snow, whoever at Berwick Museum.
Thank you for that colourful update as to what's going on at site right now. That was exciting, wasn't it, to see how engineers are renovating our 200-year-old marvel. But now it's over to you in the classroom to take up the engineering baton, because we've got a creative challenge for you, which we've entitled Draw Bridge. Now, this is a design challenge. Your teacher has a real photo of where the Union Chain Bridge is located, but what we've done is we've deleted the bridge from the photo, so there's a big gap. What we would like you to do is to become the bridge engineers of 2021. We would like you to design your own modern bridge to bridge that gap over the river. Maybe you'd like to do a little bit of research before you start to see what other bridges are out there. You can employ whatever ideas you have. It could be as colourful or as technical a response to this as you wish. You can also use whatever medium you want to too. Maybe you'd like to design with colouring pencils or maybe pens. Maybe you'd like to use glitter on your bridge, or maybe you'd even want to use paper mache. That would be absolutely fine with us as long as it's okay with your teacher. Once you've finished, give your bridge back to the teacher because they can send it back to us and we'll create a digital gallery of all of your wonderful bridges. Good luck with this. We look forward to seeing you again soon.